Grant Denyer now.
It's Grant Denyer.
For the gold logie this year. Oh my God, it's Grant Denyer.
And our mum, Chezzi She's really crazy. And George, affectionately known
as Large Sarge. It's all true.
It's all true. The podcast with Grant and Chezzi Denyer.
And George.
The little dog's gonna die in his house.
Oh my God. Grant's just pointed to something in the...
no way. Puppy's been chewing.
Puppy's chewed like a leather handle on the office. Can you see the leather handles there behind us?
I do see them, yeah.
Those beautiful handles. Well, the bottom one has been chewed on, and that is entirely my fault.
It's been shredded. Oh, that's not good.
That's entirely my fault. 'Cause I had the puppy in here and I was, typing for ages.
Because from my perspective, I thought that you guys saw a turd on the ground, but this could actually be a bit worse.
Turd would have been better, to be honest.
Do you know, last week I had to go and do a thing in Sydney, and then when I came home, there was about 20 minutes where Grant was leaving and I was getting home. And I said, look, the kids will be fine. Sailor's really good. She'll be able to look after them. It's all good. And I've walked in the door really tired, just expecting to have everyone run out. Mum, no one moved. The house was a mess, like a real mess. And I was furious. I walked into the bathroom. The dog had done a poo in the bathroom. And then there was a little foot that had been squished into the poo and then walked down the hall. It was disgusting and I was furious.
There's an update we've missed out on here that you guys have got a puppy now?
No, not a puppy. It's just a little dog.
We call her a
Right.
puppy. It's Minnie.
She's tiny. Sorry.
She's not a puppy. She's a year and a bit old, but she's still chewing like a puppy.
Yeah. Normally it's I was building a bed for Scout. Scout got a new bed and 6 enormous boxes came from China and to make this bed. And then I opened the boxes and inside the instructions are in Chinese. And I don't know if you know this, but I'm not Chinese. And
Chinese is hard to read.
Diagrams weren't great. It had been photocopied about 100 times, so it was blurry and pretty hard to distinguish without any words in English. So I was building this bed for about 5 days. There's so many pieces. There's a lot of guesswork involved. And every time I turn around, that same puppy that's just chewed our furniture in here of this beautiful office that I've spent a long time building, it would be eating part of the wood that I need to then put on the bed. So, yeah, that was a fun game. That was a fun game.
Surely that's not healthy nutritionally for their diet. Timber, leather,
No.
all these things that it's eating.
Look, going in, it would be hard. Imagine it coming out. Just a lot of splinters. You know what I mean? A lot of anus splinters.
I think I've found those splinters.
Oh, can you stick them back on Scouty's bed then? I'm missing some bits.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what's the game plan? Do we have to get a new drawer or do we have to get a new part or are we just going to leave it as is? It's part of the character.
I'm transitioning into grumpy dad is what I'm transitioning into. You know the dads who you go over to, you have a good friend and then you go over their house to play, but their dad was always a bit cranky. So you always kind of just, you behaved around them or just stayed the hell away from the dad.
Yes.
I feel like that's what I'm just now becoming.
You're that guy. Wow.
Yeah.
There's a hawk literally outside our window.
Hawk flew into our window yesterday.
Yeah. And so I looked up the spiritual meaning, as I do.
And it said, Hawk needs glasses.
No. And it says that it's a message from the spirit realm.
Yeah, that you're about to be a dog down.
The hawk will come and take the dog.
Yeah. That's a good idea. She's small enough.
No.
Send her outside for a wee now.
No.
Yeah, here, Hawky.
No.
Is the hawk giving you any messages, Chezzi? What is the hawk saying to you?
I can't speak hawk, but I probably have more luck speaking Chinese, to be fair. I have been learning it on Duolingo. I don't know what the hawk is saying, but I feel like it's a message for Grant to take note, especially because it hit the window yesterday when he was sitting in the.
Oh, glasses. Get your eyes checked, maybe.
Glasses flew into glass. It couldn't see the glasses.
Look,
That might be
Blue
it.
blockers. She's got a blue blockers.
look, I've got. Look at this is how I was sitting at the desk the other day. 2 pairs of glasses. Didn't know that blue blockers could come in magnifying
didn't
glasses.
help you stop seeing the dog eating her furniture.
No, it did help me keep typing, and so I was entranced. I looked like
Hyper-focused.
this.
She's wearing 2 sets of glasses.
Yeah,
What?
look at that.
That can't be comfortable.
No, that's actually not comfortable.
Did you go to
now.
a
I
special
don't
school
know.
by any chance?
It was a good school.
No, a special school.
Yeah, it was very special. No, that's better. Now, can I just say, from someone who doesn't wear glasses, I picked these up the other day at the chemist. I was trying them on for Grant because I thought he would be able to, give them a whirl. When you put on magnifying glasses and you are at my age, a very ripe age of 44 plus, and you look at a computer screen or you look at a book or anything and you're reading with magnifying glasses on, and then you take the glasses off and you realize, oh my God, I think I need glasses all the time. Did that happen to you?
You mean just for close distance?
Oh, for reading. It makes so much difference. I can't believe it.
I remember once we shot a music video for work, and I was wearing these thick bottle cap glasses that must have been for somebody who's got like really, really bad eyesight. So the lenses were still in, and probably 3 hours wearing these glasses, took them off, and I think I damaged my eyes after that experience because my eyes are obviously not suited to that style or lens that they had in there. It was terrible.
Don't you remember as a kid you would try on everyone's glasses because you just really wanted to have some? You thought it'd be really cool.
No.
No?
Oh.
I reckon glasses make me look better.
Do you reckon?
Have you got
Yeah, I
some
feel
glasses there?
handsomer.
Yeah.
Just dressing your face up. Well, boys, we don't have a lot of accessorizing,
that.
right? So we
Try
don't
those
have
on.
like little things that we can put on that kind of make us feel a bit fancy. So,
Oh, Grant, you look sexy. Yeah. Don't know about the
Yeah.
colour, but
I think
would
if it was
rather-
black,
yes, I think so.
I would rather run through a red light accidentally through not being able to see than wear glasses. I would rather
I'm gonna
mow
pretend
down
that you did not
pedestrians
say that.
on the footpath because Mr. Magoo style, because I can't see where I'm driving, then put frames on me face.
Look how
can you
good
see
they look
better
on
right
him.
now?
You know why he's saying
Not
that?
distance.
You know why he's saying that?
Up
Yeah.
close. I definitely need them up close. Shez bought some blue blockers because, she's come back from a health retreat. And as you know, someone tells her one thing at a health retreat, she now makes it her life rule for everyone.
Oh, that's not true.
So obviously our screens emit a blue light, which throws your system out of whack. And you struggle to go to sleep because it confuses your brain and your biometrics. Your circadian rhythms get thrown out from the blue light. So she's got blue blockers for us all, so we don't get the blue light.
Yeah.
But now she's also got them with 1.5 magnification in them. I put them on and I was like, this is seeing, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, wow, maybe I'm not dyslexic. Maybe I'm just blind.
Grant, I came home the other day from the bookstore of all places. They had these blue blockers and magnifying glasses in one, and I was trying them all on, and my kids thought that was hilarious. And I said, "These are for Dad. Do these look good?" And they're like, "No." Anyway, found the ones that I wanted, brought them home. Grant goes, "Oh, magnifying, that's a bit strong, isn't it? What's the lowest?" I said, I don't know, but I think that these will suit you. And he put them on and he goes, "Oh my God.
God, I didn't
I
realize.
can see."
I didn't realize you were blonde up until then. You were just a blurry shape.
Hey, I'd love to make an apology to you, Chezzi. I feel like I jumped on the bandwagon with GD when we were paying you out on bringing in the healthiness to the family again. And
yeah.
you know, as an outsider, I couldn't really see where you were coming from. But when we had that chat with Dr. Matt, I had a bit more of a think about it, and I went, you know what, you personally feel like you're doing the right thing, and that must suck for people to say that you are not doing the right thing. So
What the hell's
I
happening here?
apologize.
What the fuck? What are you pussing out for? What is this?
Oh, just let him finish. It's very
Well,
nice.
I just
There better
know
be a joke at the end of this.
there actually
You're my
isn't.
wingman, bro. We're in this together. Now you're switching teams.
No, have you had
I'm on both of your teams. I'm on both
have
of
you
your
had
teams.
somebody like send you a message or something saying, you know,
What did
that
Carly
you're-
say?
Yeah.
No,
what did-
no. I just listened back to it, and I had a bit more of a research into what you actually did, and I went, you know what, that is kind of beneficial. I would actually probably do that one day. I probably shouldn't be paying you out. So well done on what you did.
I don't think you did. We had a few laughs, but only,
you know,
only in good fun.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
apology, but it's not needed
Yeah.
because I'm always paid out on. And to be fair, I have like this really cool.
It's called positive delusion, is what
Yeah.
she's got. So you
Yeah.
could say the worst thing in the world to her, she won't even fucking hear it.
It's good
She
to
really
know.
won't. You
Yeah.
can't insult her because she's just told herself ever since she was little that she's amazing
Yeah.
and she's incredible
Yeah.
and she's the best,
Oh,
and that's all she'll hear, even if it doesn't matter what you spit at her. So,
yeah. It's not. I
which is
don't say-
incredible.
I don't say
but
I'm the
it's-
best. I just
It's a
have
delusion, but
I just
it's-
have a little force
I wish-
field up.
I wish I had that delusion, whereas my skin's super thin, and I hear every non-compliment,
Yeah.
every criticism I hear and I take to heart. She doesn't have that.
No,
You're right, GD. That is a great skill. My skin's super thin, so it'd be nice to have that kind of skin of yours, Chezzi.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to be super helpful
just
all
live in a
round.
fantasy.
but-
It's fun.
Yeah, I do remember at school people used to say that I was living in the Chezzi bubble. I remember that used to annoy people a
Like
lot.
was that
Yeah.
La La Land or?
I think
I think that's
so.
what they're implying. Yeah,
Yeah.
But they're right to a degree.
Mm.
You sort of are, but
It's a little force field, I think, that I put
Yeah,
up. But
it's-
I'm not naive. I just choose to be affected
yeah,
by
force
some
field's a
things.
good word for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you deflect off the negativity like a superhero shield.
Well, that sounds very positive.
Mind you, I don't correct you very much for anything.
No,
I know sometimes on this podcast we joke, but I do not wear the pants in this relationship whatsoever. But early on, I did stand up for myself once and was like, I don't think you're doing that well. I think if you're going to do it, I'm going to need you to do that better or not do it at all. And kaboom! That was when I was met with like forceful rejection. Where you can't be yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'll let you go about it whatever way you want to go about it.
As I was throwing daggers and burning up, burn this place down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went from 0 to that,
Mm.
and I don't know where does that come from, because that's not the bubble that people were referring to.
Bubble's
and
been
that's
popped.
Yeah, it's like, and all it was, hey, if you're going to do the thing, can you just do it
well.
right?
Yeah.
Not even well, just right.
I guess I went through a bit of an angry period. Yeah. Well, I did actually, because
Where does that go? Where does that throw back to, though?
my
'cause-
angry period.
No, that kind of reaction, because you don't really have it. You're so unflappable in most things.
Because we've gone through this. We went. I remember I had a past life experience, which is all real.
That's
Do 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 do. And
That's right.
do you want me to talk about it
No,
now?
quickly, because I've forgotten.
Yeah, okay. So I had to do some past life regression work. And that is for people who haven't had that before. It's quite difficult for me to explain, but it was very helpful. But I wasn't expecting to go back in through that past life. So you get into a deep meditative state. And you're also hypnotized by the person who's doing it. And they have to be a past life regressionist specialist, and there's very few. in the world. And so Tony Riley, what are you laughing at?
It's the long version or the short version?
I have to find my words. Thank you. So, so Dr. Tony Riley, who we've spoken about on this.
What month was Dr. Tony Riley born? What star sign is she?
She's Aquarius.
The Toni or Tony?
You guys. So anyway, she took me back through a past life, and I was put on charges. I think it was like the 1500s, and I was put up on charges for potentially being a witch. And they ask you to look at who you have around you to see if you can recognize in this past life regression, to see if you can recognize souls that have traveled with you.
Because souls often travel in groups, in clusters.
In your soul group. And I
Roles
did.
will change, but normally it's the same souls, life to life to life.
So there was Sailor, was my young apprentice kind of girl who was petrified when we were up on. So, it was a trial, a witch trial.
It would have been a persecution.
And we were about to be persecuted.
Yeah.
And I was trying hard to maintain positivity or try, for Sailor's sake. She was a young girl who'd been helping me and she was petrified. And I'd seen, I think there was also my sister was another person who was about to be persecuted as well. There was a few people that I knew, and the person who was persecuting me was Grant.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah. How's
And-
that for a twist?
And I had helped heal someone in his family, and he had turned against me when the mob or the community had found out that I was healing people. And when I say healing people, like I just was good at putting together berries and bark and, and I don't know, even talking common sense for people who were unwell at the time. And so I just kind of became one of those healers, but they accused me of witchcraft, and Grant was the person, I think his name was Granton, or something to that effect. And he was the one who was persecuting me. And that's, where I think a lot of the
Anger
So
comes
when
from.
I go,
issues.
did you let the dog in while you were typing on the computer? Rah! How dare you!
Well, I don't do
This
that.
takes me back to 1543.
I don't do this anymore, though. Haven't you found that since
No, 'cause
that
I
past
also-
life
I don't-
regression?
But I also don't ever ridicule anything that you do. Like, not ridicule or even intervene.
No,
I'll let you be you. I'm also not fast, so it doesn't really worry me.
no. But you've seen a difference since the past life regression
Oh,
work,
yeah.
haven't
yeah,
you?
Yeah,
because once Grant told me to drive better, I drove straight through a red light. Okay.
Yep.
Not ideal.
Can kill.
That's
Yeah.
So
illegal.
worth listening to
highly.
that bit of advice.
And Grant said to me, "You were like, Chez, keep your eyes on the road. Christ, just concentrate." And I said, "Why are you persecuting me?" Like
Oh.
Persecuting you?
that was the word I
Trying to
used.
save us from a near fatal
This
accident.
is a really long time ago, and Grant was like, "I think persecute is a
bit much,
pretty
bit
big
heavy."
word." And I was like, "I don't know why I said that." So all of this, George, was like
Yeah.
a huge revelation.
And you're right. You are different since you're far more at ease.
I had to go
really
through.
unflappable now. Like just very cruisy,
I don't know if I'm
non-explosive.
I'm still flappable, but
just less bitchy, really.
Was it almost like an exorcist? Like they got those bad memories out of your body after that experience, or they still kind of live with you?
I think it's a pretty good explanation. It's sort of. I think you're sort of right.
I went back into the scene and saw it through, and it was healing. So exorcism, I think, kind of conjures up pictures of like, angry, possessed. Like I
Head
wasn't.
spinning around.
Demons.
It was like I had
When you can-
healed a part of myself that I didn't even know why I felt like that.
I think if you can give something, when you give something a name, it takes the power out of it, right? Because when you know where it comes from and why it's coming from there, it no longer kind of has its subconscious grip on you because you now can understand. So therefore, yeah, because a lot of our programming comes from the little micro traumas that we have as a kid. Maybe someone yelled at you when you were hyperactive, and so therefore you're too afraid to sort of show your true colors anymore, or little things that happen to all of us along the way that shape how we behave. So when you go back and you go, oh, I do this because when I was 7, my sister came along, and that was a really big impact on the family, and things started to fall apart, right? So now I go, okay, well then a new child coming to the house sets off a few alarms in my system, and I don't know why, but it's because when I go back and remember, okay, well, things
What
things
you're triggered by.
Yeah, you're triggered, right? So when you realize your triggers, then they no longer have an effect. Like if you've ever,
But that's in this lifetime. It
Yeah.
becomes extremely confusing when you're also carrying around baggage from past lifetimes.
how many past lives have you had? Who knows? Where were you?
Yeah.
What were the situations? But if you've ever had an enemy or someone who really treated you badly, and hurt you, or just abused you, whether it be a work environment, a friendship, a relationship, when you can get to the point of forgiving that person, the hurt goes away like immediately. It's very similar. You go back to the moment in time, again, it's very hard if it's past life, but of this life, if you go back to that moment in time and try and think about, why am I reacting in this situation when she or he does this to me? Well, then if you can find the correlation to that little moment in time, and it's often around that sort of age as 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It stops that automatic response happening in your subconscious, and you stop re-traumatizing yourself as a result of that core memory that you learned.
And that's on that a really interesting point, because when I spoke before about how I went through an angry period, I went through, because I'm not an angry person, but
we say that a lot, but we're talking about a lot of angry incidences here.
But I went through a real angry period after I finished up working at Sunrise for the first time, I think. And I know we've spoken about it before, but I felt like I was really let down, and there was a lot of things that happened, and it obviously tapped into or triggered something in me. I felt like I had been bullied unnecessarily and unfairly, and that left me really angry at a few particular people, and it took
who didn't side with you and when you needed them to.
Who didn't side with me, and also who made things extremely difficult.
Made things worse. Look, the hard part is also we did have our own secrets at that time, right? We were starting a relationship out in secret, so it was. We're also there was also things we were responsible for.
But I think that it really triggered a response in me which was not normal, and it took me a while to untangle that and to forgive.
Just 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
Up
until this retreat, and now you're good.
In fact,
up until the
retreat
colonic
again next week, please.
But it's so interesting. It is so interesting.
And I guess as well, Chezzi, when you were doing that stuff at Sunrise, like it's such a high pressure gig, and you're constantly on, and it's go, 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 like no rest. And then you finish, and then you go, holy smokes, you start to process all that stuff that happened to you. And you're like, oh my God, now I am feeling angry. Now I am feeling all these emotions that I didn't get the chance to feel during the job.
Yeah, definitely. Processing them. And for a long time, I didn't forgive the people who were involved, and that only hurt me. Oh, my voice just broke. That only hurt me.
That's true.
And when I did forgive them, and it took a lot of guts, I think, because I was really scared to let it go.
Scorpio as well, right? So there's the sting in the tail. If you do wrong by a Scorpio, they remember it forever, and you're not vengeful, but you will. You don't.
I just don't like people being assholes, and especially when somebody is really downtrodden,
You got a
I
strong
just
sense of
think
justice.
I have a huge sense of justice, which is weird because the other day, George, we did this search on our names. Oh, I should do it on your name. So you do a search on
Is
your
it in an
name.
app?
No, it's on a website.
Well, we got to look up George.
And it's really freakily accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. We did all our kids
Yeah.
I'll
and
read
Chezzi
out what
and,
mine is.
and Chezzi's boyfriend. We did him too.
Who's my boyfriend? Oh,
I was thinking when you were listening.
Accurate in what sense? Like, what's the information it's bringing out?
Okay, so this is Grant. What does the name Grant mean? You
Oh.
are introspective, prophetic, philosophical, and soul searching, but can also be analytical, critical, and opinionated. You think
So true.
deeply and clearly, have an air of mystery, can be solitary and secretive.
Oh, secretive. I didn't
Yeah.
expect that.
Well, that's because when you learn to stop speaking up when you get your head bitten off.
Mm.
That's I just go, I'll keep it to myself.
You are bold, independent, inquisitive, and interested in research. Is definitely you. You know what you want and why you want it. You find the best contentment in life when you own your own home and provide well for your family and loved ones.
Does it explain when my home is destroyed by puppies? How
You
I
have
feel?
a great sense of responsibility and duty. You are comforting, appreciative, and affectionate. Your obligation in life is to hold justice and truth. And if you follow the law, you can find the great happiness and satisfaction your heart desires.
And I am a rule follower.
Do you hear that? Right. So
That
what's-
is-
Hence why I was so angry when I got the Chinese instructions. I like to follow things to the letter.
All right, 7 Reflections is the website if anybody wants to.
Seven.
So
Look up.
interesting.
I'm going to look up.
And I would say all those things are true.
Yeah.
Particularly the affectionate, loving, intelligent, and
I don't think that was on
sexual
yours.
animal.
That was not
Yeah.
on yours. 7.
Was it prophetic or pathetic?
Oh.
Prosthetic.
Prosthetic, even.
All right. What does my name mean, George? Oh my God, you got
haven't
the
read this-
same one.
We haven't read this before.
You are introspective, prophetic, philosophical, and soul searching. But you can also be analytical, critical, and opinionated.
That's exactly the same as mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
the same as GD. Yep.
You think deeply and clearly, have an air of mystery, but can be solitary and secretive.
Okay, that's exactly the same.
Okay, it gets
Yeah.
different. All right. It might be the G in the name. You have an eventful, exciting life. You are versatile and have the ability to learn easily. Creative and outgoing, you are always looking for an opportunity to show your abilities, especially before an audience. You
Very
are
true.
very flexible and like to feel appreciated. You are looking for chances to mix with others socially and to communicate your ideas. You like to talk and can easily relate to different cultures and concepts. The biggest challenge for you is uncertainty, easily getting bored. You can move from one job to another, switching projects, and sometimes lovers.
Sorry, Carly.
Sorry. The high creative force can lead you to either happiness or unhappiness. It is, if you understand your goals, you can make major decisions in life and follow it directly and straight up without worry and uncertainty. You are able to achieve great heights.
That
like
second
that.
half of yours was really good.
Yeah.
How
Mm.
about this bit? The high creative force can lead you either to happiness or unhappiness. You do have a high creative drive. Like you're
Incredibly.
a talented, very talented.
So how does
person.
it lead you to unhappiness if it's unfulfilled?
Yeah, I would imagine if you're
Yeah.
not getting that artistic
Mm.
bit scratched, or you're not being not respected but appreciated.
Or if it doesn't
Like-
pay off, I reckon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
right. So if it doesn't level up your life or career, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I'm just looking up mine now.
Yeah, let's do it.
You are a hectic bitch. What?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Do you want to
it's only
read
one
this? Do you
line.
want glasses or is it a bit small for you?
Can
You are
communicate with
cheerful
hawks.
and friendly, but are apt to have an emotional life. You like to have several lines of effort going at once.
Fucking
That's
oath.
so me. You are a good talker and promoter and seldom worry over anything. At times, you can be impatient and impulsive. You have the ability to bring an idea to completion. You can express yourself joyously and constructively. Well, you two always bag me out on how I express stuff. But anyway,
Yeah, you can do. What does it say? You can express yourself what?
joyously and constructively.
Yeah, just not concisely.
You might be psychic, but not know it. I love
Oh.
that. You have an eventful, exciting life. You are versatile and have the ability to learn easily. Now, this part, position and social status is very important for you, and you are always looking for ways to improve your position in society.
Running for mayor.
I'm like,
no comment.
what? You have power and the ability to choose your own destiny and achieve anything you want in life. Now, let's read that sentence again, shall we?
Oh, okay.
No, let's
do
not.
your own
Okay,
highlights
no.
here.
You can expand in any direction according to your will and the set of values. You have passion for justice and belong to the position of authority. You have an inherent courage and endurance to accomplish the impossible dream. With the power comes responsibility.
You are a powerful dreamer. Yes,
Yep.
I'd agree with that.
I'm going to just keep reading that over and over and over because I believe
That last
in
line from a
manifestation.
Spider-Man movie.
Feels like it's
Is it?
the
Ben
byline
Parker
to it.
saying with great power comes great
Oh,
responsibility.
with the power comes responsibility. You hold the keys to the material world, but with this gift comes high spiritual responsibility to be fair and true to others. You are philosophical and mature, determined and intense with a desire to endure, often religious. That doesn't even feel like that fits in that sentence. Often religious.
Yeah, that's tacked onto the end there.
But if I can just go over, you have an inherent courage and endurance to accomplish the impossible dream.
Yeah.
What is the impossible dream? Because
You have the power and ability to choose your own destiny and achieve anything you want in life. Yeah. I reckon that's bang on, all of that.
all right, well, I choose that this podcast goes next level to help me achieve my
Oh, it won't
social
be going
status
next level with
growth.
those sound effects. Oh my goodness.
No, Jesus. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I'm really glad I tuned in. Production
Gosh.
value. This app's gone through the
Well, speaking
roof.
of production value, should we do 2 truths and a lie?
Yes,
Yeah.
as long as it's not a...
Truths and a lie. 2 truths and a lie. 2 truths and a lie. 2 truths and a lie. So bad. It's so bad.
It's not. It's amazing.
so good.
It's really
I
amazing.
just love Grant's face through all the things that you do musically. He's obsessed. He's like,
There's so much joy in that one clip and layering.
So many layers. This week, a familiar voice getting involved with 2 truths and a lie.
Hi, I'm Carly. I'm 26 from Rockhampton, long-time listener of the podcast.
We know
Love
who you
Grant
are.
and Chezzi, but I think my favourite member is definitely George. My 2 truths and a lie is, number 1, I almost got onto My Kitchen Rules. Number 2, I just got paid $550 to pee in a cup. And number 3, my Instagram used to be little shit, but I had to change it to bum nugget when I became school captain.
They're really good ones.
They are really
Yeah.
good. Why would you be paid to wee in a cup?
$550 is also quite specific.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money,
how,
isn't it?
How do I get this job? Is what I'm thinking. And hang on, she's 26. How long has Instagram been around for?
10 years?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Would it be?
So she would have been 16. So she would have been little shit. That would have fit. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I reckon if you're game enough to go for Bum Nugget 07, then you probably, you would. She loves a wacky handle name, right? So, and when you're angsty teenager, that's the kind of thing you'd probably write. You know what I mean?
I'm not speaking out loud because I'm not helping you with my psychology. You know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that degree hanging on the
No.
wall. Where was that? I did the puppy chew it, did it?
Oh, funny. I think it's My Kitchen Rules is the lie.
You think it's the lie. GD, what do you think?
The moment she said that, I was like, that's true.
Yep. GD, you would be correct. That is true.
Hey! So I haven't picked what's
Chezzi,
negative yet.
yeah, Chezzi, you said that. Which one? Sorry, which one did you say was the truth?
Hold on, Grant. Well, what do you think is the lie?
Is the
then?
lie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've sort of created my own argument for the Instagram handle. I'm going to say P in the cup for 550 is a lie.
That is true.
Yes. Fucking,
No.
where's my degree?
No. Hold on a second.
No, it's true that she peed in the cup for $550.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I was true.
No.
The lie is the Instagram handle.
Oh, God, we both got it wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, both Carly and I
Can I
peed in the
ask
cup
why-
for science over the weekend and got $550 each.
What?
Oh my
what's that?
God.
What, how? Why?
Yeah, explain more.
There's a new study for medication for STIs.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
That would be me.
did they
Ringing
just
you to
say?
say, can you not
did they-
not out me for having an STI, please?
Did
These
they
are my
just say
results for the
gay
STI,
man?
actually. Hang on.
Are they really?
Is it?
No.
No.
Wouldn't that
Oh.
be great, though?
Oh my God! Imagine.
So like you're like a crash test dummy for new medication or something?
Exactly, yeah. So there's a stack of patients that they take urine samples, and if you do test positive to a STI, you then are part of this trial for a new medication.
right.
We're both negative, just FYI, which is great. And
There
I
you
was
go,
patient
Lisa.
69, fun fact.
Oh, nice.
Were you?
And they
I
pay
was.
you $550.
To be involved in this,
It's a big
experience.
study, then, isn't it?
Huge
Right,
study.
So you can't go further now because you don't have an STI.
And the thing is, too, if you do have an STI, you keep on going back and you get paid $550 each time you visit. So there's benefits of having an STI.
Wow.
Scouting
Yeah.
bloody
If you want to earn money from your STI, where can
lick a
people
few of those
find
buttons at the bloody traffic lights and
Where can people
have one in no
find,
time.
find more information about that, George?
Yeah. Oh, look, it was a friend of a friend who recommended it. I mean, I might put it in the episode bio. I might not. I don't know.
Really unnecessary.
random.
You don't need to advocate for a bloody big farmer.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and donate my urine.
Yeah.
$550.
It's pretty good. We get paid in 2 weeks' time, so it's a bit of a stitch up, but oh well.
Oh.
That's
Is
right.
what
When
it
you
is.
go on a game show and when you win, you don't get paid until the episode goes to air.
Is that right?
Wow.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. On the
That very
game-
rarely ever happens. People think it happens all the time. Those that know that that's the rule think that we just pull episodes if someone wins
Oh,
a lot of money,
no.
but we
You don't
absolutely
ever-
don't.
No.
It's only a clause in case a contestant goes and gets a criminal record or something, or gets convicted of something between the time they film an episode, or commits an act of domestic violence, or or something where you
And so
can't
what-
really.
And then they can't be paid?
Yeah.
So say somebody goes on your show and they're like, they have a great win.
Mhm.
They win 100,000. They're so excited. They go out celebrating all night, and then they're really hungover the next day. They have hair of the dog, and then their friends come around. They party again the next night, and then
Okay.
the following day they've slipped into some kind of like bipolar moment, and they
Don't remember murdering someone.
rob a bank.
Right. Yes. If you rob long story short, if you rob a bank, in between filming the episode and it going to air, it
Yeah,
probably won't
right.
go to air
Wow. Okay. Well, I suppose that
because you also you just don't. Well,
Don't wanna
Yeah, you
condone
don't
that
want
kind of
active
stuff.
trial. You don't want to. You don't
Yeah.
want to condone that sort of behaviour.
So does that mean that you have to do criminal checks on the people that you get on as contestants?
Yeah, I
You
think so,
do?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't do that, but yes, I think we do very brief checks.
Yeah, right. And they're like, Grant Denyer stalker. Oh, no, they'll be good. Put them in.
Hello to Anastasia
Yeah.
from the Gogglebox.
I love Anastasia. You've got some exciting news out this week too, don't you? With the big board game.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
But it snuck in a little early, but if you're just listening to this podcast now,
Yeah.
they should be out in all, I think it might be 800 Big W stores. So the Deal or No Deal board game has dropped, everyone. It's here.
And why is it so exciting, Grant?
Because I used to work in a department store.
No,
And,
it's-
and I used to pack up the board games every day at the end of my shift. And now I've got one.
No, because there's a big prize. So
I
Isn't
didn't
there a
know
benefit
prize.
for the listeners?
The big prize.
If you're
yeah.
Sunday, go to a party, do a poo and get a big prize.
Yeah.
That's what she says
all the time.
100 times a day. Yes.
Well, the
There's $1
Hawks back.
million inside one of them.
Did you hear that, George?
$1 million?
Somewhere.
$1
$1
million.
million. Someone will win $1 million. $1 million just from buying
$1 million
$1 million in a box.
Yeah, $1 million in a box.
Yeah, so get out there.
There's a golden ticket in each one, and you just you just scan the QR code. I think is how it works, and then it'll tell you whether it's you or not.
This is legit. Get
mean,
out
So
there
if I
and
went to
start
Big
buying
W,
them.
what
Yes.
if I win the $1 million? Am I ineligible?
Congratulations! No, you bought it out, right? You don't know where the board.
We don't
Your
know.
association with me does not help your chance of winning or not,
No.
because I don't know where they are. It's all independently verified.
And can people buy as many as they want?
Yeah, of course you can. So
So
buy
there's-
10, open them all up. Hopefully you win $1 million, and then just give the other 9 away for Christmas and birthday presents.
That's a great idea. Oh, we've got a software thing pop up. Is there? So there's no limit on how many you can buy. So
No.
get out and buy it because there's actually
It's
better odds.
better
of winning.
odds than Lotto
Yeah.
by far, like massively, substantially, like
Yeah,
not
right.
even close.
Mm.
Like Lotto, you go zero chance. This bloody damn good odds. So
I'm going to go buy some.
if
and
you like the
give them
game
for
and
presents.
you like watching the game or playing with your family, you can play anytime you like. And it comes with an app that you connect to your TV, and then that does all the banking for you. So that does all the calculations and plays the role of the banker and gives you bank offers and
What
stuff.
is the trick to winning the game? What's the trick? There has to be something.
Well, thanks for watching not one episode, clearly.
No, I watched the episode, but some people go with their favorite numbers, from all their life. Other people try to trust their
It's
intuition.
a high stakes
but
game of chance is what it is.
Yeah.
And you basically, the skill is in knowing when to take an offer from the bank or to hold out and try and push your luck a little bit further for bigger money. So it's not a hard game to play, which is why it's kind of good for all the family.
Yeah, which
And
is awesome. But
And we try and make it easier for people to win big money as possible.
I just wondered if there's because I've been trying to work out if there's a trick when the bank offer comes out. Is there a certain percentage, which I'm now speaking, words that I don't
Yeah, there
understand,
is,
but
yeah.
is there like
Yeah.
a certain percentage where, because it's a game of risk. It's like
That's right.
if you get greedy,
Yep. Which happens a lot.
then because if it was me, I would be like, you know what? I came in here today with nothing, so I'm going to risk it all.
That's what everybody does.
Yeah. And then how many people walk away happy? doing
Everyone
that?
walks away happy because everyone comes with nothing and wins something, right? Just
Yeah.
the amount varies. But people get caught up in the excitement of the moment, and it's dramatic and it's thrilling, and you'll have a great round and you'll have a bad round, then you'll have a great round again, and then people are like, oh my God, it's going to happen. I'm the person. It's going to be 100 grand today
Yeah.
for me. And you just get slightly overwhelmed by the occasion, and people don't accurately assess the risk of continuing to play on rather than
Yeah.
taking an offer.
That'd be me. It's written in my name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're as reckless as they come.
Yeah.
And you.
I'd be like, it's number 8. It's
yeah,
number 8.
and you'd end up
everyone
with
would be like, "Oh."
50 cents.
Or is that the lowest that you can leave with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so I was going to say I'd end up with none. I'd gamble that away.
Obviously, with Deal or No Deal, it's like famous for doing the deal or no deal action. Is there a standout one for you? What's the most memorable deal or no deal move?
Well, we had a really cute. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, keeping you
Yeah,
up.
the deal or no deal is the famous crossing of the arms. To do
I
the
love
no
that.
deal.
It's like subs,
I thought you were going to say favorite episode, but was it?
What's your favorite arm movement? Is it?
Yeah, the deal. Or
Yeah,
no
favorite
deal.
move. Favorite. Who's the most standout person to do that action?
So far, like who's?
Yeah.
You want to finish your thought? Who's the favorite person to do the
that
action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contestant. Has
Did
there
someone
been
do like a
contestant
flip and then did the no deal, or
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, right.
No, everyone's sort of
Everyone's
some
boring,
get
are they?
A little bit louder. There's the forward lunge and the drop is a popular one where people kind of just go forward on one leg and drop down into it.
No one's ever split their pants.
No one's split their pants.
No one's on a backflip.
We got the nice photo. I think we mentioned this the other day, but the nice photo from because Phyllis's episode went to air again last Friday. The 94-year-old who just wanted to win enough money for her to get a couple of lobsters.
Oh God!
she just wanted.
I hope somebody
wanted
turned
some
up.
Yeah, she sent us a photo with her sitting two big lobsters on a table.
That's just beautiful. It must feel really beautiful because you get their backstory as well, and you know how much the money means to some of these people.
Yeah, you do. A lot of tears.
Yeah,
which is nice, that because God, everyone's struggling, right? So anything helps.
Yeah.
But when you can put someone on their first ever holiday, or maybe they haven't, they've worked 30, 40 years straight or something.
that's so special.
Or IVF or anything like that. It's pretty cool.
Does it make you realize how
I wish I could just win
tough
enough
so
money
many-
to
yeah.
go back in time to 1543 and not persecute you on the cross that time.
I've
as a
forgiven you
witch.
for that.
Have you?
Yes, I have. I've forgiven you for that. Because we had other past lives that I also went through, I should mention, where Grant was my brother who used to
Weird.
fart on me a lot. Yeah, it was
Incest.
weird.
Yeah.
Incest. It was really weird. And then I've had another past life only recently, but I can't talk about that because it's part of a different project that I'm doing. But I also had to do some healing.
Well,
there.
you doing another podcast on the side or something?
Whoa.
Why? What's happening? Why? Is
You're
all that-
exclusive to us.
Why is secrecy now your thing?
Because I'm working on something.
That doesn't feel very holistic.
No. Well, I can talk about because I'm writing a book.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Very true.
Oh, well, don't act like it's not exciting. You two.
No, it is.
Grant's
It
yawning.
makes
and-
sense.
yeah. I'm working on something, in the background that it's taken me lots of typing and concentration. I didn't even see the dog was in here chewing the bloody leather.
Evidently. Yep.
Yeah,
Blame it on the
even though
book.
I had 2 pairs of glasses on.
Can we get that? When can I get reimbursed for the leather strap?
When my
the
book sells, yeah.
Was it
Well-
2 pairs of glasses or 2 glasses of wine?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was going to say,
Nah,
no,
shut
I
up, the
don't
drinking.
drink, but I did have 2 glasses of wine last night.
Oh.
I said yesterday, and I've been thinking about this since I said it, and I think there's an element of this that is actually true in me. We had our floors redone here recently, and I'm a bit, as it said, I'm house proud when, and they're nice floors, and we got kids, so things get scratched. And I said to Chez, when this place gets to a point where there's too many scratches, I will say I have to move.
Mm.
And then and when I said it, I was like, where'd that come from? That just came out of nowhere. And then I thought about it. I thought, that's true. If this house gets to a point of being too damaged, I literally won't be able to handle it. And I would rather the pain of moving than living here.
Wow.
So seeing that,
Where does
what
that go
dog
back
did
to?
is another step in that.
Mm.
Step
Where
out
does
the
that go
door.
back to?
Mm. And you're rubbing your eye.
I don't know, I'm itchy.
It's gone all puffy.
Yeah.
Where does it go back to, Grant?
Where does that go back to? About not.
It's the Virgo trait in him.
Yeah,
He has
it's
to
a-
have things a certain way. But you're
Yeah.
okay with your own mess.
How did I go when I got in your car the other day? Yesterday?
Yeah,
Oh,
not good. There was
shit, man.
leaves and
Leaves?
sticks and a bit of mud.
Oh my god, it was foul, disgusting. I've seen those videos on.
It wasn't that bad, everyone. It wasn't that bad.
About Dad's car. It shows a picture of Dad's car, everything's gleaming and clean, and then it goes Mum's car, and there's just drink containers everywhere. Every drink holder's full of something that's got about 20% left in it. Just wrappers on the floor, just stones and rocks and dirt through the car. Rocks! Like, why are rocks in a car?
Mm,
Like a
couple of
terrarium on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was.
a spider would have been at home in there. Spider would have gone, how good's this?
You know, the funny
Am
thing
I
is,
living at Taronga Zoo? This
the
is
funny
incredible.
thing is your reaction, because didn't look that different last week when you got in it and you said, I'm going to go and take it while I took the kids to the park. I'm going to take it to the car wash and I'm going to vacuum it.
Mhm.
I said, good idea, because it's annoying me. It's really dirty. I haven't had a chance to do it. Grant comes back. The vacuum wasn't working, so he didn't do it. He went off to work and came back, and it looked exactly the same.
No, it was worse. It was next level.
So it wasn't next level. It wasn't next level.
Mate.
It's not only the mess, it's the smells that come out of those cars when they're all messy. It's like just hard to think. It's hard to operate.
You're
See,
painting
it's
a terrible
unsafe.
pic-
It's an unsafe environment.
Oh my
I put my
God.
foot on the brake and a rock came from the back and hit me in the back of the head. I could have been knocked out cold. I could have gone through literally just driven until I hit a house.
That is so not true. It was
Like
not
a garbage
that bad.
truck, by the
Yep.
sounds of it.
I have seen plenty of other cars that are. I only vacuumed it 3 weeks
It's
ago.
a tip on wheels.
That's-
Yeah.
That is not true. Grant is very quickly turning into, the little old,
dad.
the little old man. Was it Walter Matthau? Was it
Oh,
was that his
from
name?
Up?
Yeah.
No.
Have I
Well,
said
think
that
Walter
before?
Matthau
no,
was a
he
real actor.
yeah.
What was
But
his name?
he was
What
also
it?
angry on Dennis the Menace. He was the angry man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is Walter
yeah.
Matthau. Yeah.
Ah, that's Grant. And also the angry man from Up, which I think we said.
But he's
few
kind of
weeks ago.
adorable. He's
Can I
He
just
is.
say,
I
what's
just-
wrong with just wanting to have nice things? And as I said to you guys, I won't buy nice things if this is how we're going to treat them. And that is reasonable. I know it's not an expensive car, but I like that car and I worked hard to raise money to buy that car. Why can't people just respect it? And we try and
Because-
keep it as nice as long as we can.
Because we have 3 fucking children.
I know. Why
And
can't
they-
we sell one of them?
Because we've tried and no one will buy them.
Put a package deal together. Buy a child, get a puppy with it. A puppy free. Free puppy.
Grant, this morning, right? I've left him to dress one kid and get one kid in to swimming. Okay. I think you forget how hard it is when you're treading the rat wheel trying to get these kids ready and through everyday life. So you think I've just been kicking back, while you're off at work. I'm not. I've been running myself ragged. If I had time, I would have cleaned out the car.
You know what I've
Pointing-
realized? All the
pointing
female listeners to this podcast
Yeah.
now hate me because I now sound like
Their husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, what have you been doing all day
And
while
I'm
I'm at work?
I would never
No, that's what.
ever say that.
No, I know you wouldn't say that because you know that I'm busy because you're busy. I'm busier. Trying to keep.
Jesus Christ, okay. But, sorry, how many episodes?
I
do you
love
make
this
today?
so much. Keep it going, please.
No,
I'm
I'm
enjoying
saying
it.
that all the other. That's like the stereotypical,
I
call
saved you from
husbands.
sunrise, and now this is what I get.
You persecuted me in
Full circle
1541
moment.
and you made me die.
Just because you're a shithead to all the colleagues at Sunrise, not my fault. That they all hated you.
Oh, speaking of Sunrise,
I gave you a safe haven,
Oh,
place to
God.
live. I took you on like a sponsor child.
Ah.
Despite
Oh.
my employer
Do you know
not
the
liking it.
Do you know the funniest thing is that, as I said, Grant had to get Sunday ready today for school, right? And he was like, "It was really hard. It was really hard. It was swimming, actually. It was really difficult." She said no to everything, and I said something about I'm going away for 2 weeks in August before everyone joins me. And Grant goes, 2 weeks.
And then we went from a week to now she's just jacked it up to 2 weeks. This is bullshit.
I'm going overseas, so you're on your own with
You're
them.
fucking,
So
what,
you
3 to 5 days stop in Abu Dhabi on the way.
I was like, it takes me 2 days to get there. Okay. So, yeah, it's longer than 7 days. I've got travel time. And Grant's face was like, so I can't wait to come back and see how clean you've kept the car for
No.
those 2 weeks.
We will have moved. The floor will
Yeah.
be scratched and I would have changed houses.
Everyone's
I would
so-
have moved into state, not told you where we are.
No, honestly, kids are really hard. And Sunday has, we try to look after everything. Sunday has run her little baby pram into our cornices and chipped things, and she used the dishwashing scrubber. She whacked the gyprocs. We got holes out of the gyprock. Like,
Well, don't tell anyone in case we do need to sell this
No.
house. You know, don't talk it
The real
down.
estate won't be including the link to this episode.
Kids wreck stuff.
We cut you off a little bit earlier.
Sorry,
too, George.
George.
Well, that's absolutely fine. I wanted to let the gold unfold. No, you mentioned sunrise, and that works in well with our last segment of this episode.
Get your snorkel, parachute, and scuba tank. We're gonna go back in time. Get ready to do a Dania deep dive. So stupid. So
I love
stupid.
it. I love it.
It's not stupid. Don't
It was,
more, not less. That's incredible.
I just wanted to reflect on a time where you did, GD, 4 hours live broadcasting from a roller coaster non-stop. Is this true?
That's what I did too. Yeah, I know, and I not only that. So I just kept going round and round and round. I think it was at SeaWorld, and it was the corkscrew roller coaster. And not only that, I had a hot dog gaffer taped to one hand and a can of Coke gaffer taped to the other hand, so I could just eat and drink for 4 hours while I was going around to add an extra layer of complexity to the constant G forces and thrashing around of a roller coaster. I
So
think that
it
was.
didn't stop at all?
We'd stop to do like a live cross.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So I could, because I found it hard to read the weather while I was going round and round and not holding a piece of paper.
There's a slight oversight there.
Yeah. No, and there was another time though, and I did it, and I did it easily too. It was a really fun morning. I'd always wanted to do that, and then one day I used to play pranks on the director of Sunrise all the time because we were mates, and he was sort of young and fun, and he would always put up embarrassing clips of me just randomly on screen. And then one day I said, "You do that again, I'm going to put your mobile phone number on this wall." And put a picture up. So I wrote his mobile number on this brick wall in massive letters, and I just stood in front of one number. I said, "Paul," I said, "you do it again, and I'll duck, and everyone will have your phone number." And he ducked.
No, he
I
did
ducked
it, and Grant ducked.
and revealed his number, and it was amazing. And then
So many people were messaging him. It was hilarious.
But the bastard straight away put his phone on divert to mine. So my phone started blowing up. So I got smashed by all these weirdo photos and people sending in weird shit and messages. And then to get me back, one day I was standing at the front of Movie World ready to just do a day of broadcasting from Movie World. And then Warwick Kappa sneaks up behind me and handcuffs me. And then it was just weird in itself. Then drags me onto this roller coaster. This is like 6:30 in the morning. Roller coaster goes up to the top of the hill and just stops, and they turned it off. And they just leave us there for 3 hours just sitting there in the sun. And I'm next to Warwick Kappa, who's an odd unit. And he's just telling me the
talking nonstop.
weirdest stories about his time in porn, and it's the first footy player to make a bloody $1 million for the Sydney Swans, and I was like, and so they just kept cutting back to him just chewing my ear off, handcuffed to this roller coaster, and handcuffed to Warwick Kappa. It was that was a long 3 hours. That one.
I just tried to Google it, and it said, "Oh yeah, here we go. Look, this is from 2012, so it's on the Sunrise Facebook page still." Okay, it says, "It's a battle that's been raging for years. Grant Denyer versus our director Paul Slater. Today it reached a peak when Paul handcuffed Grant to Warwick Kappa and left them on a roller coaster. But tomorrow is Paul's last day. Will Grant find a way to top this prank? Any suggestions for him? Find out 6 a.m. Oh, and other good news, our Melbourne digger found his lost war medal.
Oh, well, that's
Scout
nice.
handed it in.
He's just in
from
2012.
Yeah, so it was so funny. It actually
So was that the
really...
end of that battle, or did you get him back?
I got him back one more.
And then he got you back, remember, your old Mustang.
So I got him back one more. I went to his house that he rented, and I put 4 little pigs in his lounge room.
Oh, wow.
I put an alligator in his bathtub. I knocked down a wall, and I put Larry Emder in his bed with his girlfriend.
Oh, what?
That was so funny. I forgot about that.
It was
That was
amazing.
so good. And then he got Grant back, so he made me an accomplice, and I felt really uncomfortable about it. But Grant got an old Mustang. He bought himself an old Mustang when he broke his back, and he
We're at the Botanic Gardens.
and it was for a live show, wasn't it? And
I think we might have been promoting
Carols.
Carols. Yeah,
Yeah.
Christmas Carols coming up.
Yeah.
And the cameraman, he goes, Paul's, there's a shot of Paul in the control room back at Sunrise, directing Sunrise. And then he goes, "Hey, Grant." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Hold your hand out." So I held my hand out, and the cameraman just hands me my gear knob from my Mustang. And I'm like,
no.
"Where's the rest of it?" He goes, "You have to find it." And he
Oh.
dismantled my car.
my
He
God.
dismantled my Mustang and
What?
hid it around the Botanic Gardens
I
in pieces.
felt sick. I felt sick. Like,
Is
no, I
okay,
didn't
so
know they were
could
gonna
you
do
do one last hurrah, like one final prank in 2024?
Gee, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Just the final prank of
The
pranks.
ultimate
on
get back.
Slats.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just ring him up now. And
What can we do to Koshi?
We can plot.
Mm. Well, maybe we could get on some of the old Sunrise crew next week, and we can have a.
I only want to hear from a cash cow.
Yeah, Cash Cow's the most fun. You played the
I
Exclusive
played
interview
Cash
with
Cow
Cash Cow.
once. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, well, let's do
that
it
was
right
why
now
I
then.
stopped talking to them because they replaced me. That was
Oh.
why I fell out with everyone.
Yeah, she got dirty.
Because I was no longer the cash
They were
cow.
going, "Cheryl, you can't use your real udders. You have to use
Milk's
you have to
dry.
use the costume."
Classic.
Good
all right.
times.
Yeah, it was. It was good times. Oh, thanks,
Lovely hanging
George.
with you
made
guys.
that. Yeah, it's good fun.
So if you're out there and
Enjoy
you're
this.
in love, everyone, I hope and pray that you never persecuted your partner, because that shit keeps coming up for life after life.
You know what? Do a past life healing.
Yep.
Look up your name,
Yep.
see what it means.
Yes.
What was the website again?
7 reflections, I think.
Yeah,
It's very accurate.
Yeah.
I've looked up
And
everybody. I
although
know.
yours and mine were half the same, the other half were pretty good, and
Yeah.
our daughters were pretty
Yeah,
uncanny.
they're really accurate. All right. Well,
Since
Be
you're so busy,
true.
you better get back to it, Chess.
I've got to go and take off a doorknob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be true.
Bye.
Be true. Bye.
It's All True, the podcast with Grant and Chezzi Denya.
Bye bye.